let me know if you can hear me. I think you should be able to. Hi. Oh, there we are. Hi, friends. My dog's gonna cry for a minute. He thinks I'm on the telephone, which I guess technically I am, but. Oh, good, good, good. Just wait a little bit longer. I had started the live on time, but then I realized that my orientation was wrong, and people freaked out on me on that before, so I had to redo it. Oh, you got this one? Right now I'm just, my little seeds, I just burned the back because it's kind of a fuzzy vinyl. It's just a white from Bodial. So today we're going to do the Dewdrop Wristlet, but we're going to make it, hi Kim, we're going to make it a crossbody. Be a cute little crossbody bag. I uploaded the PDF and the SVGs to my website, so you can get this little free printable. It comes in a zip folder, so you have to unzip it once you download it, and it'll have this PDF with the stem and the seed, but the SVG is also in there. And I'm sorry if you need a different type of file to cut, but that's all. Yes, it's a strawberry dress. I thought it only appropriate. We love strawberries around here. So that is available on my website. There's a freebie section. I also uploaded the, hi Leslie. Hey bestie, hey. I also uploaded the Heartbreaker stem and seed as well under a different download. I hadn't had a chance to make that video yet, but you'll be able to get the same principles I used on that bag with this bag. So I am gonna try to go faster, but I'm not fast. So if you're looking for something fast, you might want to just watch it later where you can fast forward. This is a very quick bag though. I mean, compared, you know, it's bound and smaller. So if you were a little bit nervous to try making the Heartbreaker, but you still want to do a strawberry, this bag is a great option. It really is. Let's see, what else did I want to say? Oh, I can show you my dewdrops. This was the very first one I ever made. Hi, Lisa. So this is my first one. I did it with cork. This cork was from Soulful Therapy. Oh, thanks, Leslie. Leslie's helping me with my YouTube. Okay, so this was the cork version I did. Very first one. Great. No problem. I did the binding. Looks great. So that was my very first one. I made it the wristlet just like the pattern. The next one everyone's probably seen. It's the egg. Okay, I also put, so on this one I put a hidden strap connector on the back. Just to hold it because it's an egg. I just didn't want it to be like that. So, and I made it the exact same way, which is how we're going to do. Today, this is with Thunderbird handcrafted, hand-dyed fabrics. So good. We're going to use today on ours just woven, just like I did here, to show you how to do that. So, I mean, we love all the binding stuff that people have now. It's great. But I get the best finish with just woven. So, I'm going to do that today. I think that's all I have to tell you. Last thing, these stickers are up. I don't know if these are backwards for you, but these are on my site now. And there's a little scissors too. So if you're interested in these ones were just like, I just wanted to test if I liked the glittery holographic, and it's pretty dang good. And these are like thick. I love a thick sticker, you know. Okay, so those are on the website under Crafty Swag. Let's see, what else do I have for you? I think that's it. So download your free printable from my website on the freebies tab. Also has SVGs if that's your jam. I haven't tested them. They're free, okay? So you guys can help me out. Okay, let me show you my materials. So we are going to use, this is Buttah. Let me zoom out a little. Can you zoom out? No. So this is Buttah from Weft and Warp. Got 2 of those with the Decaville light, just like the pattern has. Okay. My interior is going to be this water resistant canvas from Mormino. It's like a neutral. Got our zipper. I'm going to put this fun little tag onto our, hey Kayla. Kayla's the one who made us the PDF and the SVGs, so thank you to her. We're going to use this little Sarah Hart's woven label. I'm going to show you how I put those on my straps. On this bag, I am going to add a slip pocket. I mean, it's kind of smaller, but I don't know. Maybe you want to pop your phone in there. So we're going to do a slip pocket. And for your reference, the slip pocket is 8 1/4 by 11. No precise measurements. We're going to end up trimming a bunch of stuff off. So to correspond with that, we have a 1-inch strip of Buttah that we're going to put it as like a trim, like a cute trim, right? That's cute. Okay, let's see. I did 2 D-ring connectors, and I put a strip of Decaville light down the middle just to give it some, you don't have to do that. I just do it sometimes. It's really if I have scraps or not, and I did. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 D-ring connectors. And then we'll have our zipper panels, exterior liner, Gusset exterior liner. We got our strap for our crossbody and all the hardware that goes with that. So I'm gonna show you the stem. So I just did this one off of the PDF. I just cut this out. This is like a cardstock. And you're basically going to want to do 2. They're mirrored of each other. Okay? So when you put them together, if you're looking at the bag from the back of it, you won't see like a raw. Also, these have Decaville light. And I didn't keep it out of the seam allowance. You could. You know your machine best. My machine's fine with this. But what we're going to do is put them wrong sides together. We're actually going to, before we do that, I apologize. So we're going to have to install and attach these with magnetic snaps, okay? These are the littler ones. They're not the 18, I think they're 14. I have no clue where I got them. But they're a little bit smaller, which will be better for this one. If you're doing the Heartbreaker, you can do the regular size ones. But basically what we're going to do is put the male magnets in here on one side of the stem. Whatever side of the stem is the back of your stem that isn't facing outward is the one you'll do the male parts on. Sorry. Of course, it looks like I got 3 females and 1 male. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to do 2. We're going to do like 1 here and 1 here. This isn't precise. You're just basically wanting it. You want 2 so that it doesn't like 1 in the middle, then this can move. We don't want that. So we'll do 1 on each side. And then we will go ahead and applique on our seeds. Okay. How many did I do for this bag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 14 seeds for the front of this bag. We got to make sure intake. I don't know. I've never made the Dewdrop as a strawberry yet, so I'm not sure if I have too many or not enough. I have a couple extra cut, and we can always get rid of some, but you want to keep it away from your seam allowance. So first, we're going to go ahead and Do we need to add magnet placements on the PDF? Well, I guess we could. I'll let you know when I'm done if what I've picked is good. Let me get up one more magnetic snap, sorry. I didn't even think of that. Kayla, you're a genius. Per usual. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody's. Okay. Slim or thin? Yes, these are thin. You're right. Good looking out. These are thin. Slim, thin. Skinny minis, I call them, okay? These guys are skinny minis. You can't really see, but you get the gist. Okay. So, let's go. When I am doing the binding, I am going to move the camera over to this side so you can see the binding the best. But for now, we're just going to move you in a little here. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Oh. My bad. Okay. There we go. This is how we do it. Let me know if that's a good angle for you guys. Sorry if I got some AC sickness. Oh no, motion sickness. If that's alive for you. Okay. So I want my stem to go to the right if I'm looking at the front of my bag. So this one we're just going to discard. We don't need to attach the magnet. So this is going to be my back then. So I'll get my silver marking pen and I'm just going to, I'm going to get my, okay. So this is meant to be, well, it'll be like this once it's all put together, okay? You want it high enough where you can see a little bit of it, because once this will be down with the seam, once it's sewn, okay? So we're just kind of eyeballing it right now. You really can't do this wrong. So you're going to want to put your magnetic snaps though low enough to where you can top stitch, and so that it's not too close to your edge here, okay? So around about here. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball it and just put a, there we go, that's better, huh? So I'm just going to put a dot where I'm going to center my magnetic Are these called snaps? I don't know why my brain's saying it's not sure that's the word. Okay. The other side we're going to want right about here. This is all real scientific. And it doesn't matter if it's, you know, you don't have to get a ruler or anything right now. Okay. So I have, can you see that? Yeah, you can. You see the lines? We're going to cut just the lines a little bit here. Okay, so add the male part of your magnet. Of course, I can't get these apart now. Whew. Okay, flip it over, pop on the washer. I'm going to bend these posts inward because I do have to top stitch over here. So we're just going to push them inward. Normally I would get a little hammer, a little mallet, and hammer these down. I don't want to be too crazy on y'all though. Okay, and I have like this little 3M tape, and I like to just cover up those, the hardware. So that it doesn't rub through to your other side. Okay, now we're gonna put them wrong sides together. You can use double stick tape. This is from Weft and Warp, this bigger stuff. Oh man, it's so good. We are gonna stitch these together, but I just do this to kind of help hold it in place. Okay. Go ahead and attach those together. Try to line it up as best you can, but it's okay because we can trim a little bit if it's off. Let me get a little piece for my stem. So we will top stitch these together. Unfortunately, I don't have any mint string. Isn't that crazy? Do you guys know where I can get some mint string? And I need like brighter pink. I only have like light pink or hot pink. Okay, so now this is what we have. So this is what will pop onto our bag. But I like to do the stem like this because you can take it off for storage. And then when you're assembling the bag, you don't have something that you have to bend out of the way. I will, after this video, end up edge painting this. And it just helps hold it and seal it together really well. So this is a couple step process. Saya has mint, of course she does. She's the thread guru. Like, looks like I'm gonna be ordering there later. Also, I swear I keep such good track of my hardware, and then I'm like, how do I only have 1/2 inch D-ring? That's nickel. How did that happen? I swear I just bought 50 of these. Okay. So I'm just gonna use a, it's kind of, let's see, what, does it have a color? This is Tech 90, and it's like an oatmeal color. So let's go ahead and top stitch. We're gonna top stitch around here, okay? And then we're gonna do our strawberry applique. But this is actually, I gotta say, this is a good technique for a lot of things. Hey, you're over here, hey. There's so many cool, like, embroidery files you can get now. I know Stitch and Designs makes tons of cool ones. Kim, on this pattern, she's gonna be releasing a bunch of appliques as well. And like Create Joy Always, Christine over there, she has really cool stitch outs and appliques. And so you guys can just do those and then put them on. You can almost like put them on and switch them out if you wanted. You know what I mean? Like, this is a good way to add elements to a bag that are outside the bounds of the actual panels. So, okay, if this view is okay for you guys, I'll probably zoom you in just a smidge. Good morning, Cynthia. Oh, that's pretty nice. Hopefully my camera's clean. It looks like it is. Let's see. Cindy says, I buy and I buy and I buy. Then I start a bag and I don't have the hardware I need. Yes, I know. I know the feeling. So I am going to go ahead and pull my threads to the back and tie it off and singe it. So I'm not going to backstitch. Just a heads up. And I'm not going to start. I'll probably start just on an edge here because I don't want it on the stem because the stem will stick above the back of the bag. So you kind of want to pick a spot that'll be hidden by the bag, if that makes sense, once it's attached. So this is the, of course you can't see me that well, can you? My hand's in the way. Would you like to go up? I'm hesitant to tip you up because when we do binding, you're at the perfect level, and I only know because I made a video. maybe that'll work. My hand will be out of the way in 1 sec, okay? Okay, so I'm going to do a 4.5 stitch. If I didn't mention, this is a Juki 1181N. And I have Tech 90 thread, Tex 90. Okay, so when you're getting close to curves here, I just lift up my foot. I have a knee lift, and then I will hand crank, okay? I'm gonna lift up my presser foot and hand crank down my needle and make sure my needle's going right in the corner so it looks even. And then I can rotate it. And I'm doing about an 1/8 inch seam allowance. And you can see I just have this guy popping out. Now we are using Decaville Light on both of these pieces. And so you might get a little bit of that sticking onto your needle. I don't know if your machine gets that when you use Decaville Light, but mine sure does. Okay, I'm gonna lift up here and see where my needle is gonna go down because I'm coming to this point here, and I'm probably just gonna mush it. Nah, we'll just leave it. Push it down. Now we're not gonna want to do a full other because we got to make sure we can come back down evenly. I kind of want to just go to a point and then be able to rotate and come back down. That worked out. Also, if your machine can handle it, you can do tons of double-sided tape. You could glue it. The last one I did, I just did just like this, and that worked out really great, especially once you do the edge coating, edge painting. And yes, I usually hand crank this whole thing. I probably won't on the stem. I'm thinking the stem we won't. There's good. There we go. Maybe these longer tops I won't hand crank, but it's really the best way to make your stitching super nice on these. But you can imagine if you did a similar thing, like you could do a really cute applique and just put it on like a circle disc with the magnets and have that switch on and off like the Magdalena. Is that the circle one from Ora Rosa? I think it is. You could switch out the appliques on the front of your bag. Like, I want a Christmas one. I want a Halloween one. You know. Whatever suits your fancy. Maybe just have a bag you change out the appliques depending on current trends or movies. I don't know. Possibilities are endless. That was my thought with this little magnetic trick. We're almost done with these leaves. Now, a trick too, when you're coming at the end of a, can you see there? When you're coming to the end of a point, and if I did a full rotation, I would literally be right on the edge. It would end up ripping and the stitch would look horrible. Just like slide it a little. You really, your eyes can't tell the variation too much as long as you're pretty close. You know, you don't want like a 1 and a 5 stitch length. That would be noticeable, but for the most part, you can. That's how I do my cork tags and stuff from Heartwood and Hide. I just kind of do that trick for the corner. I really want to make some mint edge paint with Mojo Sews, her primary colors that she has. It is so fun to mix up that edge paint, trying to make a color. I tried to make a orange the other day. It was a little bit like, eee. I can't remember who helped me. Someone helped me. We ended up making it work. That was on Instagram though. Okay. Here's another one that's gonna end up going. There we go. right. I'm going to go ahead and pull this to the back. We'll tie that off later. Okay. So my machine does not have a, what is it, a speed regulator? Someone had asked me that the other day. Do you have a speed regulator? You go pretty slow on your stitches. And I don't. So when I'm pushing my pedal, I'm not pushing with my whole foot. My whole foot is on the pedal, but my big toe is the one pushing the pressure. So that's how I make it go slower. Yeah, because this bad boy, he goes fast. There's also not a needle positioner, obviously, as you can see. And on, you know why there isn't? Because I was being cheap, and it was already like a huge purchase. So I was like, I'm good. And now at this point, I'm already like used to it not having those things. But I'm sure they are nice to have. But you don't need all the fancy stuff if you can't get it right away. See if anyone said anything. Hey Tammy. We're using Buttah. This mint one's that thicker stuff. It's so good. It's a really great stem, to be honest. I mean, it's thicker, but it's not like harder to work with, if that makes sense. Still just as amazing. The pink for the strawberry, I just got it in the other day with my orders that came. Here we go. All right, we're getting there. Oh, don't get sassy now. It's also really important not to lift up your foot unless you have your needle down or you're holding onto your thing so your stitch length doesn't become uneven. I can't remember. I had an idea for a hand crank sticker. Because I hand crank a lot. Do not be afraid of your hand turning wheel. It is the best way to get perfect stitches. It takes a while, but before this machine I used a Bernina, and it had like the knee lift, and I never used it because I'm like, ew, who can use that? And now I use this knee lift on this machine every day. Okay. So I'm not going to edge paint this on today because that would just take way too long. But, especially since we're doing the appliques for the seeds, those will take a while. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down. I want it to line up with this edge, with this row of stitches. And it'll probably be a little tiny. So there it goes. I hope you guys are having a fun Monday. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I've been in trial, so I was like, you know what, Monday I'm gonna sew. Okay, so I ended in the hole of the first stitch, okay? Now we can pull this to the back. You can see if you pull on it a little. I like to use my These rounded snips from Mormino are nice for this. Okay, and now we can tie off. If you tie only one knot here, it'll be a bigger lump. So I like to do 2 knots. And I tie 3 times. I'm not even sure why I tie 3 times. I just do. 2 seems like definitely not enough. 3, we're making sure. Okay. Now we're gonna cinch those. Just be careful you don't get your vinyl. Then I just push it down. Okay. Now at this point, I would go ahead and just trim up my edges. You can see like right here, that needs to be trimmed. And then I would probably even take, if you have any fuzzies, take a lighter and just kind of right on the edges. And then I do 3 base coats of the Giardini Dense. And I'd sand it between. And then I would do one of the color. One coat of color is all I've been needing for the Mojo Sews one. Even on the, I don't have it to show anymore, but on the neons even, you only needed 1 coat. So that's pretty dang nice. But we're not going to do that today because we don't have time to edge paint. Next, what we're going to do is apply our little seeds. So we're going to get some double-sided tape. And you can see, all right, this is going to be my hack. We're going to see where our magnets are going to be because we're obviously not going to put seeds where this is covering, right? That would be silly. So what I like to do is I just take this marking pen and I color on the raised dent on the male snap. I'm literally just drawing, I'm coloring on this part right here. And it works, you can see that. Now what we're gonna do, this could be probably much more proficient, but I mean, if we had marking spots on the, okay, so we're gonna kind of eyeball it here. And remember, you want this to go up a little bit, okay? Because you want your magnetic snaps to not be by the edges. And then just kind of look. Does that look good? That looks good to me, I think. Now, you're just gonna push down. And when you pull it up, you'll have the little marks. So that is where we're going to put our female versions. So we can do that now, honestly. I think someone said something. Thick is so good, Tammy said, yeah. Retail should be arriving hopefully tomorrow. Oh my. I think I can talk about this. The denim Buttah that you're getting, oh my gosh, it'll be up for retail tomorrow. I'm sewing up after this my beachcomber pouch from Needle and Anchor, and I'm gonna use my, look at that. I'm telling you, it even feels like ripply ribs, like jean material, but it's Buttah. It's crazy. Literally insane. So I'm gonna do this for my tester one but look what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, denims today only. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get this done and post a picture of it in the group, Tammy. Look at that. I thought that was so cute. And this will be my accent. Little pink stars, and then the inside, of course, signature stripes. Oh yeah, Kayla's making a Tuesday tote. Okay, so let's go ahead and center these over those 2 marks we made, our washer, so we know where to put our cut marks. So that's how I line up the stem. It seems, probably not, it seems a little podunky, but it worked for me. That's how my brain said to do it. Well, Kayla will help us get marks on there. I guess I should measure these, huh, Kayla? Who took my ruler? I swear these dang kids. I took it myself. Just kidding. Okay. I'm just going to make a little note. Okay, I think that's right. Yep. Okay, I got that down. The trash man even already came. We're so lucky. Oh, you're gonna get thick Buttah into? I only had this one from testing. It's so good. I use it on my clear Guardian backpack too. It's really nice stuff. And it's like thicker, but it's not like unmanageable. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna cut along these washer markings. And if you want to be fancy, you could put like a fray check or something. I'm not gonna. We're just gonna insert our female ends. So we just want to know where the magnet will be. And then we can attach. I'm gonna push these in again. If you guys have any problems with my download for the freebies, just let me know, okay? Oops, I didn't put the washer on these. Jeez Louise. They should be fine though, because Kayla did it. The issue would be with me and zipping the file, honestly. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what I should be using? I just got these the other day too. Look at these guys. Don't come at me with when I got these, right? Oh, they even stick. Hot dog. I didn't know. They're super heavy, so I wasn't sure like, oh no, is it gonna, is my magnet gonna hold it? Yeah, of course. It's solid. It feels like freaking steel. Okay, I got it, Kayla. Kim, you just got these snips too? Yeah, you know, I have these ones. I like these ones with the blunted edge from Mormino, but I've had them for a while now. They're starting to get a little bit dull. Yeah, like you would take these to a fight if you had to, for sure. You do some damage. Not that I condone violence, but, you know, fuck around and find out, right? Okay. I am from the ghetto in Las Vegas. All right, so this is our front. Now when we put on our magnets, it'll snap right on there. Perfect. See? They're stainless steel. See? We've got the experts here. That's what it'll look like. It'll look great. And this will be down even further right here because it'll be attached to the bag. Okay? Marvelous. So with this attached, let's place our seeds. So I just use a little bit of double stick tape on the back of the seed. And this part can drive you crazy, especially if you're like me and you're a perfectionist, which I think a lot of us are. Okay, gotta kind of get the seam allowance out here. Okay, now here's the first seed. Yeah, you know what? That's my son and my screwdrivers. In tape. Meredith and I were talking about this. Tape. Meredith from Back to the Suture, I think is the name of her I'm sorry if I messed that up. Pretty sure that is it though. So I already burned the backs of these to make it, I mean, I'm not going to edge paint that. I mean, that's crazy. All right, now let's, there you go. So I'm not going to like super push these down yet because we're going to have to rotate them. Okay. You're going to move them, trust me. Just like barely place them. And so you kind of need to make a diagonal row like this, but with them straight. And don't get too close to that, obviously, for the... So it's a 1/4 inch seam allowance is what I attach the front panels to the gusset and the back panels. The panels to the gusset, that's what I do. So just be a little bit... Okay, that's good for there. I can't really go any farther. So now I'll start on the next row. So the rows are going to go like this, and they're going to go like this as well. If my name was Kayla, I probably would have like a template for you all to mark this out at. I don't though. Okay, so. And you could even be super crazy and just make them not even and symmetrical. Imagine that. That would give me anxiety. Good morning, Yesenia. Yeah, no, and don't worry, it'll be uploaded on here too. Bless everybody who watches it on the replay. I try to repeat comments so that we know what's happening a little bit. Okay, so you kind of want to keep it in line this way and this way, okay? And I guess this way too. And I'm not pushing down a lot yet. I'm just kind of, see, look at this guy, he moved on me. Just like tacking it. All right. Now, for these guys, you really should stitch all the way around the seed because it's like the front of the bag, and if somebody bumps it, you don't want it to rip off if you just do like a line. But if you want to just be lazy, you could do a line if it's just for yourself. But you might get real sad if it gets messed up. Okay? Just let you know. Well, Starbucks just said I can treat myself. Thanks. Starbucks app is always the yes man. For sure, get a drink on us. Here you go. You buy 3 mochas, you get 50 stars. That's it. Doesn't buy you much. Okay. So I think I'm going to put this one about... Oh, no, it's too far. Cute. All right, let's do the next row. If there's any kind of bags you guys want to see for sewing, for tutorials, just let me know. I am going to be having the Tuesday Toe add-on pack. That's my test for this week. So we could do some of that. Wait till you guys see that one too. That's going to be wild. The most comprehensive add-on ever known to man. I love it. Okay. Now, I am looking here, and my next seed would be like right here, and it would be kind of underneath the stem. I'm going to still put it down because it'll partially show, and it'll just be cute. I think that's all we're going to, oh, well, you could put one right here. Nah, let's just go with up here. We'll see how it looks then. You do want to take your time placing these because this placement might make or break your bag. Make it look hella cute. Going from hella cute to what did you do, boo? Why are your seeds so weird? Now look, this one would probably be right here, but it'd be under there, so you can't even see that. Why would we torture ourselves? Let me see. I guess it would show a little bit. We'll do it. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then I really feel like that's good. If we get too crazy here, no. Might as well. This will probably be the longest part of the bag. The bag is super fast, I promise, once we're done with this. Yeah, see, why did I do that? You can't even see it, Amber. Stop. Just stop the madness. And this one, what are you going to see? You're going to see that. That's all you're going to see. And you can't even do it, the seam allowance. See, I knew better. Okay. That's done. We're done with those. Now you can take this off. Take off your stem, set that aside. And push down once you're happy with the placements. And now we're just going to sew these on. I do not backstitch. I'm going to pull the threads to the back. But those are our little seeds. They're cute, huh? I think pretty even. We could go up a little here. This is where you could go crazy. This whole row should probably be shifted up a little, but this is good. Okay, let me zoom in. Am I missing any words here? Annie, hi, I missed a lot, so I will be watching the replay. So pretty. Awesome, Annie. Yeah, we already installed the stuff for the stem attachment, but that'll be on the replay. Okay. I probably would normally do this on my domestic machine. I'm going to go down to a 4-stitch length. But I'm not going to switch. I have a brother machine over here. I always like to pull the thread through before I pop into the last hole so that I try to avoid putting my needle through the thread that's already there, which then can make it unravel and twist and do all kinds of weird stuff. And then we'll just tie off at the end. We won't do all the tie-offs right now to save time. See, this is when these little guys come in handy. And of course, you know, you could design your stem however you'd like. Oh, I forgot to even tell you. So Kim's has a strawberry, or will have a strawberry one, but hers will be a reverse applique. So it will be probably a little easier, honestly, to install than this one where we're stitching all these little tiny seeds on. Oh yeah. I hate tying off ends too. And doing applique on this machine is not, I mean, it's doable. It's definitely easier on the other machine. I don't know why, but little brother comes through for me, a little cheapy. But doing the applique like this is fun because it just is so, it's kind of whimsical, I think. That other bag looks so good. You know, when I make a bag, you like have, you guys know, you get a feel, you know, like this bag is going to be bomb. I already know this bag is going to be bomb. And so when I'm tying off these ones, I'll just do a double, like 2 threads as one, because it doesn't really matter. It probably would be smart to even leave your tails long and tape them all together. But I'm not always smart. Sorry, these threads were bothering me. I have to tie them now. The thing with applique, this may take a while, but it is kind of relaxing. I do hate this part though. Yeah, I'm a cranker myself. A hand cranker. It's really the only way to get your stitching nice on small details, honestly. I mean, if you can do that by pushing your foot pedal, you probably deserve an award. Just gonna say it. Okay. I'm really liking how this pink with mint turned out, honestly. Turned out nice. Okay. We'll see how long we can go without my children interrupting. They should be good, but you know, kids. Any other cool projects you guys are working on? I know Kayla's making a Tuesday tote. I just cut out this morning, so I cut out 2 beach combers. Like I said, one was my tester. But the one I'm going to make the video on, kind of fun. I'm going to make it a shaker bag, a shaker pouch. Excuse me. I also cut out another gamer bag, but it's not a gamer, it's just clear TPU. And I'm gonna do an applique Detroit Lions on the front of it for my husband, because he's a diehard man, those Lions fans, right? I was telling him, I'm like, I don't know why you like them so much if they always make you so sad. Why don't you just pick somebody else? There's like all kinds of teams to pick from, you know? No, he will not. He will die a Lions fan. Same for the Pistons, man. Although at least they've won stuff. Albeit a long time ago. You know what I wish YouTube Live had? I wish it had like speech to text and it could talk for you guys when you're commenting. Are you listening, YouTube? Can you do that? Thanks. So I could hear, like, when you have a question, you know, and respond. That would be wild. That might be kind of creepy, actually. But it's not like it's not listening anyways. I could have Emma read them to me, actually. She might be bored with Mom. I'd have her come in here. Too late now. Next time I will, though. I tried to get her to come on one time. She didn't want to, though. I think she gets nervous. It is kind of nerve-wracking, I guess. We're about halfway done with these seeds. See, this is the longest part of the bag. You know, if I was smart, I would have done 2 panels and had one already done. Next time. You know what? And I don't know how Lauren sews so fast. How the frig do you do that? I wish I could be a fast sewer like her. I mean, she sews so fast. I'm not that person. But I want to be that person. Maybe one day I'll get to take a class with her. Gosh, that would literally be like, oh, cool. I never get to go many places because of my work. Like for funsies. Although we are going to Wisconsin this summer. That'll be fun. Staying on the lake. Chain of lakes. See if I come back with an accent. I always do. My mom is from Wisconsin. She still has an accent. She doesn't say bag. She says big. When she first moved here from Wisconsin, she had asked the clerk at the grocery store for a bag. And the lady's like, what do you want? It was like a whole thing, apparently. We used to tease her as kids. Oh, a bag. A flag. You want to play tag? So now she'll be like, bag. How you Nevadan say it, bag. Not going to quite make it, so I'm going to do halfway and then move it. There we go. These are looking good. I gotta tell you, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm rushing for you guys. Normally we would do a seed and have a tea, have a sip, do a seed. I wish when I was making bags and I knew it was going to be bomb. This is back to that. This is the thought I had earlier and I didn't get to it. My brain missed it. I don't know what happened, but I wish I could just like copy and paste it. Like, oh, you know what? I'm going to need a couple more of these real quick. Like, ooh. And then I'm like, man, I should just sew another one. I'm like, man, the amount of time it took to make that one. I kind of make like one of everything. I like it when I make more than one though. But I'm not a bag pattern memorizer very well. This one though, I got this one memorized. This is my third of this, so we'll be good. There's still 25 people on here watching. That is amazing to me. It's kind of trippy. My whole family thinks my sewing is boring, so at least I'm not crazy. These people are too. They like to watch it. I woke up super early today because I was so excited to sew. You guys. I mean, like 2 in the morning early. I was cutting out beach combers and getting this one done. And just because I woke up and was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to sew. Like, oh, just go cut out my stuff. Isn't that nuts? That's how deep the love of sewing goes. Or shall we call it an obsession? Probably a little bit of both. Come on. 25 besties. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many people. I wish Anna was a touch nervous about airtime. Oh yeah. You know, kids are just, you either have a shy kid or you don't. My Emma was actually not shy. She was the kid that would be talking to strangers, and I was a little bit worried about that for a while. And now she's like terrified of all people, and I think I just like went the opposite way. I work in the legal field, so in, you know, criminal justice, so I'm like always a little bit like, let's not, which is smart, especially in my city, but now she doesn't want to do it. Although she wants a YouTube channel, she says, but I feel like she's only 10, so no. But the pressures that would put on a kid, you know, like, because people can be mean commenting, I just wouldn't subject her to that. She's going to have to wait till she's much older. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, yeah, she really wants one for drawing. She draws on her iPad. But now my son, he got straight A's, and his reward for the honor roll, he wanted to get an Apple Pencil for his iPad. So, I mean, we bought a used one off of Amazon. You could do that if you didn't know. But oh, someone joined your group because of this live? That's smart, because let me tell you, Buttah is better. You need like a theme song. Let's get Susan, Saya's sister, to make you a song, Tammy. I want her to make me a song too. Susan, if for some way in the universe you're watching this, I'll pay you. I will. You probably don't want a bag because your sister makes them, but do you like cookies? I can make cookies. You're not that far from me. Susan makes the best jingles. I'm not sure what, is Susan a music teacher? She totally should be like a Moonlight jingle writer. Because even my kids know Saya Swag's intro, okay? Sometimes my daughter will even just be like, Saya Swag, Saya Swag. She'll just start whispering to me. Oh, it's so funny. You're good, Susan. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, we have 3 left, guys. I told you it's the longest part of the bag. Okay. The good thing is, on the replay, you can just fast forward through this part. Hey, Danielle. Annie says, when I get Saya Swag in my head, it's an all-day sing-along. Rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't even know. How did we even get on this topic? This always happens to me. Like, so my older son, he raps and stuff. He's 20, almost 23, but he's on Apple and Spotify. I literally begged him, y'all, for a song because he's really good at it. I wanted him to make me a sewing rap. He hasn't yet, though. So I'm jingleless. Someday I will have a freaking sewing wrap, though. Come on. I just got these nails on, like, WTF. I'm a no-nail gal. What's going on here? work is going to be interesting tomorrow. I type all day. Literally like 30,000, 40,000 strokes, and I got these nails silly. What am I doing? I do like them, but I just wanted to get them painted. I wanted to do Halloween, and then my daughter's like, "Match me, let's do this for Pride." I'm like, okay. We have neon Pride. My hippie neighbors are out. Do you guys call your neighbors by silly names? When I was a kid, we had this, I grew up in a trailer park, so the trailer walls were kind of thin, and you could hear when other people were arguing in their trailers. And there's this family across the street, and we just called them the arguers, because they were always arguing, and we could hear it in our house. Do you guys have funny names for your neighbors? We call him the hippies next door. He's got like hair down to his butt. It's gray, and he wears like bandanas and stuff. He looks like a hippie. That's his era. I love that era, honestly. But that's how we refer to him as. I'm not even, let's see. She's not your dad. Size flag. 2 more, guys. I should stop tying off every time. That does take time. Alright, next step after this, we're going to build our zipper panels and / gusset. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the seam allowance is 1/4 inch throughout the whole bag. I'll triple check it, but I'm pretty, well actually I can't triple check it. But I'm like 98% sure. I love 1/4 inch seam allowance. I don't know why I'm prejudiced against 3/8. Maybe because it's not even number and I'm weird like that. One more. I'm kind of holding the seeds in place while I'm going around. It's just something to be mindful of because it would kind of stink if you did all that work and they were crooked. Isn't it like halfway to Halloween already? Is that a thing right now? I love Halloween. I wish my kids would still let me dress them up. I have wanted to always do a family costume, and my kids are like, no. I'm not going to force them to be something, you know, but I really want to. I wanted to be a Lego family one year. I thought that was going to be so funny, like with the boxes. Do you guys remember that trend? Alright, last one. Also, something I'll tell you about lives. I don't know why it gets so hot in here. When I normally sew, it doesn't get hot. Maybe because I just feel like pressure to hurry up. Did you guys see Liz's nails? Liz Rhodes over at Chubby Bunny Studios. She had strawberry nails. Oh man, they were amazing. I wanted to get them, but I didn't know how good this nail tech was going to be. I hadn't used her yet. So I was like, I'll just do something simple. Okay. Well, that was a journey. Hard stuff's done. Just gonna And just singeing these little thread tails. This lighter is good if you don't have one. Some kind of butane torch lighter. Muy bueno. Okay. While we're here, let's just go ahead and take our front panel and lay our lining wrong sides together. And we're just gonna baste stitch around the whole perimeter. I like to baste at 5. 5 is usually my top stitch. 4 or 4.5 is my attaching stitch, my construction stitch. You can back stitch here. Try to stay really close to the edge because you don't want to see it's only a 1/4 inch seam allowance when we're attaching the gussets. So I think my bobbin's gonna run out soon. I was getting a little loose when I was pulling the thread tails through my tension. You call your next door neighbor wackadoodle? Long story. Do you guys want to hear the funniest thing ever? I had this lady at my old house like 2 houses ago. And she was just wild. We always had issues with her. And like now I'm looking back, she definitely had mental illness, but she complained about our dogs barking, but her cat would sit on the wall and like we had a chihuahua at the time. He was just, but I mean, he went to bed at 7 and he didn't wake up until like 8 the next day. So long story short, I'm just attaching the liner to the back panel right now. Long story short, I was out front leaving for work and she's outside in her bathrobe and she's like, "Why did you put your satellite dish on my house?" And I was like, and I'm not joking. This is an actual conversation I had with this lady. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, you put your satellite dish on my house. I was gone on vacation, and when I came back, your satellite dish was there. And I was like, "I didn't put my what?" And I looked, and she had a satellite dish on her house. She also had a roommate. I was like, "Maybe your roommate put that up," because I was like, "That's not my satellite dish." She goes, "Yes, it is. That was not here when I left for vacation." I was like, well, if you look at the cord coming from the dish, it goes into your garage, like through the wall right there. So you might want to talk to your roommate, because I did not put my satellite dish on your house." That lady was crazy. That was why I would probably give her that name, Wackadoodle, for sure. Okay, let's make our slip pocket while we're here. Okay, we're just going to put double-sided tape down both edges. This is a good place to add a woven tag too if you want. I don't really like adding trim on this folded edge because it's kind of fluffy and it's kind of hard to hold it down, so I'll just do it this way. We're going to baste. We're going to end up trimming all this anyway, so. And I'm just waiting because I know my bobbin's about to be out here. Sometimes when I stitch on water resistant canvas, I'll have to stretch it out because it like kind of pulls with the, I have my tension pretty high from doing all these clear bags lately. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna just put this trim over the edge. You could draw a line if you need to, but I'm just making a little slippy. Is Leslie still on here? Okay, let's see. Karen said, did she apologize to you after she spoke with her roommate? No, she did not apologize to me. She was rude. Rude girl. Yeah. She just had mental illness. She really did. Because she really thought I put my satellite dish on her house. And I was like, that's not mine. The cord goes into your garage through the wall there. Okay, I'm going to get a tag really quick. I think. It's like too many to pick from, you know? Okay, I'm going to do this one. This one's actually from Kayla. Made with kindness. Cute. I'm just going to lift up the edge. That's my front. And kind of smush it in a little here. And now when we top stitch, it'll be cute. Okay, now we can baste this onto our back panel. And remember, this is going to be, normally this would be the top, but because we're making it a strawberry, we're going to do it this way. And just kind of line it up. Make sure your tag's in there. Okay. Clip it. Got to make sure with your seam allowance there, it won't get caught in there. Okay. I'm gonna flip it over so I can see my, so we got it just kind of clipped in place, and I'm just gonna stitch along here. Back stitch at the beginning and end, right where this top of the slip pocket is at. I don't even know if this is gonna be workable. Normally, I'm sure Kim probably even has something for this, but I love the color of this butter. This Buttah vinyl is so cute. Okay, trim it. You can kind of see now. See? Cute. Oh, wait, those are not my scissors. Those are my new scalloped edges. We're going to use those today. We're doing our strap. It's like browsing Amazon yesterday. I don't even know what I was looking for. We were just like on a group chat. I was like, look at this freaking strap, how they did it. It's so cool with the scalloped edge. Adds a little zhuzh to it. All right, there you go. Now I got a little slippy dippy. My phone might fit in there. I don't know. If you don't have one of those phones as big as Alaska. Okay. Now would be the time to, if you wanted to add, well, it's too late because we added the liner, but you could have put a tag here if you want to put a woven. Okay, front, back, done. Now we can do our zipper panels. I'm going to wait to add my zipper pulls on. My pull, singular. I'm just going to pull it out. Okay. I just need the zipper panels. Okay. I'm going to use my 1/8 inch double stick tape. Oh, okay. There's a curved pocket pattern piece. Actually, would have been a great idea. I should have looked in the drive before I winged this, but I just did it last second. some of these designs that Kim is coming out with, amazing. The strawberry one she has is so cute. Okay, we're gonna put these right sides together. I don't have the pole on yet. It just makes it so you don't get a weird wave in it. And just line them up. Might want to center it. I'm just gonna put a little extra. You're gonna trim off the... Okay, now at this point, you just want to make sure your tape is going over the edges here. At this point, you can baste. I don't like to baste. I just put more tape, and then I stitch it together once. Okay, pull off that tape, and now we're going to put our lining right side down. And there is a right and a wrong side to this. You can feel it. One side's silkier and the other's a little scratchier. That's the wrong side. So you want to put the good side down, and then because it will end up folding it back, and then the nice silky stuff will be on the inside of your bag. But line up this edge with that one and plop it down. Okay, and we're going to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to put on my zipper foot. I guess I don't really have to since it's a 1/4. Let's see if I can do it without. Yeah, I'm good without. Okay. I'm going to put my stitch length down to 4.5. And I am going to backstitch. Now we're gonna pull these away, fold them over, and I just finger press. You can get your iron out though if you want to. Okay, and pull that around. Just gonna clip it. Try to make sure your front and your lining panels, when they're folded back like this, they're kind of lining up. You want to make sure you don't have one like too far in. Now we're going to top stitch with a 5 stitch length. Hi! How you doing? We're almost to the final assembly, but I will save this for a replay. All right, 5 top stitch. I'm going to back stitch. This is also why I like a 1/4 inch seam allowance, because I don't have to change to my zipper foot. Nice. I mean, do I really, I could use my skinny foot, but I'm just like hesitant to use that skinny foot from Mormino because I'm not used to it, is all, you know. You just kind of get in your groove. There. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's nice. All right, repeat the same thing. We're going to do it one more time. I find personally when I baste down just one side of the zipper placket panels, and then I attach the lining and then I do the fold, it just makes it kind of a little bit more wavier, and I feel like it gives more option for the zipper to get like wavy. Okay, I'm just lining up my panels here. This is when it would have been good to mark your centers, and I didn't sew. So nice to have today off. Happy Memorial Day for anybody's families affected by losing members, service members. Man, our country isn't perfect, but I really couldn't imagine living anywhere else. Okay, lining right side down. And we're gonna do 1/4 inch seam allowance again. 4.5 stitch length. Kim, are we allowed to say some of the appliques that you're gonna offer? I don't think you've released them all yet. There's one I'm dying to make. When I sew kind of fast, I'm using my fingers along the seams and the zippers to hold them in place so they're straight. Excuse me. All right, finger press them away. And I do recommend doing the interfacing. Some people may want to think like, oh, I don't really want the interfacing on my zipper. You do it, okay? And especially because it's a shape, it just helps it stay super good. All right, back stitch, and we're top stitching down the nice. I hope Tammy brings this color back. Okay, now we can trim our zippers right here, and we're going to put on our actual zipper pull. Don't forget that or you'll be big sad. Have I ever done that personally? No, but I came close quite a few times. I'm just gonna heat singe my edges here so my zipper doesn't come unraveled. Okay, this is how I install a zipper pull. I love those zipper majig things. I really wanted to get one, but I just knew I wouldn't use it because I've been doing it this way. Yes, Rochelle, it's another one. It's another strawberry bestie. I'm sorry, I didn't see any of these. You used the skinny foot today, Kayla? Lucky. Hey, Lauren. What up, boo? Okay, this is how I do it if you need to know. Pull that gal apart, and then I just push this one on here, okay? And I line up the edge of the tape to the edge of this, okay? And then I just do this weird, funky thing. It's like zipper limbo or something, I don't know. Okay, and I kind of just rotate this head until it like naturally just is straight and good. Hold your fingers. Oh, that's what I get for looking at the camera. Dope. Okay, once again. Okay, see how it's actually straight? Hold it. Hold your tape under with your fingers for stabilization and just push down. And if these are still straight together, you good. Okay, now you're good. All right, now we better make our D-ring connectors. I made two because I'm making this a crossbody. I love the wristlet, I really do, but I wanted to try a crossbody. If I'm being honest, I just wanted to try it. So we're trying it together. I mean, it's not hard, we get it, but maybe a new sew bestie wants to try it. Okay, I put double stick tape down both long edges, and I'm gonna fold them. I'm just folding them around my stabilizer down the middle here. They should end up touching your long edges like that. See? Okay, do the other one too. And then we can just chain stitch it. I'm so glad you guys can't see my face right now. I'm so hot. Oh, who turned off the air? It's hotter than a devil's butthole here. It's really hot outside already. It's got to be 100. Okay, let's go ahead and top stitch. Okay, I'm already at 5. You don't have to back stitch. See how I'm holding it with my fingers, my fingernails? I'm just gonna pop down this other side here. And then we can just, looks like my needle, because there's a lot of Decaville light, is getting a little bit of like residue on it. So I'm gonna clean off my needle in a minute. And then like, I'm really playing bobbin chicken right now because I know my bobbin is almost empty. And I'm top stitching the D-ring connectors. Whew, I live to fight another day. Okay. Oh man, Tammy, these are freaking nice little trimmers. All right, we're just gonna cut these threads in between. Let's see how close we got. Oh no, we still were pretty good. It was getting there though. You know when it gets all loose goose? I hate that. I'm like, dude, why do you do that to me? I didn't have a full bobbin. This is usually a 1 bobbin bag. Can we start rating patterns like that? How many bobbins are we gonna have to go through? This is a 1 bobbin bag. Okay. So get your D-rings. I love this hardware from Warmino. She has like thick, it's thicker than a Snicker. It's thick with 2 C's, okay? It's so good. Go ahead and do this. Boop. I'm just gonna clip these because we're gonna attach them right now. Okay. These seem a little long. I probably didn't follow the pattern properly. Okay, now with our zipper, what is this, a zipper gusset? Not sure. We're gonna center these, okay? You could do all fancy stuff if you want. You could do a line here. You could do a rivet. You can do all kinds of things. I'm just gonna put it there though. And then we'll attach the gusset. And I don't have my pattern up, so it's a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm gonna do about that. That would be good. I forget how much. I should have looked. All right, we're going to go down to 4.5 and attach. Back stitch. It's a good idea. Okay, and then we're gonna do one on the other side too because we're making it a crossbody. So I did one of these too with the hidden D-ring on the back, top of the egg part, like up here. Worked out good. It worked well. Okay, let's do the same for this one. Yes, Charlene, I get my double-sided tape from Weft and Warp, for sure. And if Weft and Warp isn't open at the moment, because she gets super busy. So if she's temporarily down, you can, I think Lauren sells it at warmino.com. I've bought it there too. If I'm always on the 1st and the 15th. Warmino has releases. Vinyl's usually the 15th, and the other stuff, like the woven and all that, is on the 1st. But now she's been like adding some cool vinyls and stuff on the 1st too. So I give, basically I help every other week. I give them part of my paycheck because the stuff is just too dang good. Okay, those are attached. Cute. Now we're going to take the we're going to attach the gusset exterior right sides together, and it should line up. Yep, and it lines up nicely. Okay, you can add a piece of tape here if you need to if you need it. I don't. I'm just going to clip it. So we got our right sides together for the exteriors. Take your lining gusset, silky side down, so that's right sides together, and they should kind of be slippery. So good. Here we go. All right, we're going to sew these together. Try to make sure your stuff's straight here. Okay. Almost got me the other day. It was kind of crooked, and then it went off the rails real fast. Okay. Good thing about Buttah is it's textured, so it kind of, and like, am I supposed to say Buttah? I say it Buttah. I don't know if it sounds weird to say butter. We're gonna go this way. All right, 1/4 inch seam allowance. Try to hold your connector straight too. And I'm gonna backstitch over the connector a little bit. Just to get it a little secure there. And this isn't a big bag, so it's not gonna honestly hold like too much stuff. I mean, definitely a pocket pal fits. Don't know if a purse pal would fit. I've successfully put a pocket pal in there though. Okay. Pull these away. We're gonna top stitch. Go up to a 5. I'm going to back stitch as well. Okay, what's going on here, thread? You're trying to be fancy? You want to come to the party? Go back to bed. Thank you. All right, now we're going to do the same thing again. Exteriors right side together. Pull this lining. Man, that cream with pink looks so good. I'm not even a cream person, but I got this stuff on a whim because I thought you need more neutral stuff. You're always like wild lady, wild child with your colors. I'm not mad at it. Okay, 1/4 inch seam allowance again. Make sure you're holding your connector straight. Back stitch a little bit here. Okay, perfect. Now, this one's a little bit of a tricky top stitch, but it's not too bad. So go ahead and pull this down. You got to pull down your lining as well, okay? Like that, kind of. And don't worry, you see this, you're probably like, oh no, it's too big, or no, it's okay. Trust the process. All right, so you just kind of pull it away, and then we're gonna top stitch here. Just gonna kind of pull your, and try to make sure your 2 gusset panels are lined up. Like one isn't cattywampus. That word is in the dictionary. I want to be the person that picks words in the dictionary. Put me in, coach. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Oh, that's pretty long of a thread there. Good job, Amber. Now, what we're going to do is baste our exteriors together. Okay. Let me think, how do we do this? Normally with the liner inside, okay? Just start on a seam here, and you're just basting it, you know, use like a 5, whatever you want, just do whatever the heck you want. And we're just going to do the very edge, 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to back stitch, and then I'm just going to keep these lined up as I'm basting and let it roll around. And I promise you, it should pretty much line up. You won't have any gaping. But this helps when you're attaching your back and front panels, so just make sure your liner doesn't go over too much over here. And keep going around even on the zipper panels. Zipper gusset. I would recommend this part too. All right, let's do it on this other side now. Make sure it's stretching all the way to the edge over here. Not too much though. Here we go. Try to stay within your seam allowance. It's a 1/4 inch. Sometimes I get it where I don't pull my lining straight back enough when I attach my zipper, so then it doesn't quite reach the edge here like this. So this one's going to come close. Hopefully you won't see it in the final turning. Probably shouldn't, but just in case. Okay. Go ahead and mark your centers. You will need that. I'm going to go ahead and trim this. You can see how to fold right here. I'm just going to undo this baste stitch. Bottom as well. Okay. I'm going to attach the back one first. It doesn't honestly matter, but that's just what I'm going to do. On the Heartbreaker, it does matter. Sorry, I'm just looking for my... I use this as like a hair thing. My bag turning tool. Okay. Because I'm sweating. This strawberry dress is really made for the fall, I think. Okay. Go ahead and take this. Now, instead of putting it like this, right, which is how you do it if you wanted the egg shape, or like this, the drop, we're going to do it this way. That's nice. Let's find the center of this. Mama, boogie shoes. Looks like I made my slip pocket crooked. A little bit crooked. Okay. Now we're going to flip this liner out. Now this will matter how you put this on for if you care like which way your zipper goes. If you don't care, it doesn't matter. Don't even worry about this part. Or if you put 2 zipper pulls on, then it really doesn't matter. But since this is going to be my back, that'll be left to right if I'm going it on like on my body. Yeah, that'll work. It doesn't really matter to me personally. I don't know if anyone will want to buy this anyhow. So we'll see. Now we're going to clip these points here. And this is Buttah, so it kind of is sticky to itself. This is what I did. It worked so good. I stapled just these points. Okay. Got this little handy stapler or a Rosa patterns, if I'm being honest with you. And it works great for this. Anything with a gusset, okay? And we're just gonna staple only where these points are. Within the 1/4 inch seam allowance. Like it's right on the edge here. Oh gosh, did I go? Okay, cool. All right, now we're gonna clip this around. So what we're gonna do is we're going to baste at an 1/8 inch. Then we're gonna attach our lining, or not our lining, our binding at a 1/4 inch. And then we'll fold over our binding and do like a top stitch for our binding, which won't affect the shape of the bag. It's just for pretties, basically. And you could totally staple this if that's your jam. I just hate removing staples, so I try not to use them unless I have to. But it does make it easier, especially on this bottom point if it's stapled. The first one I made, the cork one, I didn't do that, and it just had to readjust it a lot more than just if it was stapled. My egg one, I just stapled it. It was perfect. So, yeah, I made my pocket a little crooked. Maybe measure that if you make a pocket like this. Just a little off. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. I'm going to move you so that you can watch me do the gussets. So normally, I'm just going to show you real quick. Normally, and I don't know how Kim's is, I can't remember, but normally patterns have you put the panel face down and then you're going to pull this and stitch along here like that, right? Which is fine. But maybe one time try it this way, where you rotate it out and your gusset is the thing that touches the table, and we're going to rotate this around like this as we sew it from this side, okay? I don't get as much pleats or tucking this way, so I just prefer it, honestly. Okay, I'm going to move you. Look away if that bothers you being moved. I'll try to go slow, but I want you to see. This strawberry dress looks like a cute necklace. I'm going slow. Okay, this should be a perfect binding up, which is why I did not want to raise you too much. I sew my bags. It's easier for me. Me too. I can't do it the other way. I always get like ripples and stuff. It's my jam, so I just stick with it because it works, right? Okay. Your ears, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not a professional, ma'am. I am going to zoom you in a little, though. Now, these are called hemostats. Leslie over at Jolili Creations. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kayla. I wish I could mute it. Oh, I probably could have. I'll do that next time I move. I'll mute. Didn't even think of it. So like I was saying, Jolili Creations, you can get like your freaking name engraved on it or whatever you want. I think you have only so many characters, but I was like, that's badass. Can we put curse words? Okay, so we're gonna do an 1/8 inch seam allowance, and we're gonna use these. Okay, don't start at the top or the bottom. That's just suicide. Don't do that to yourself. Just start like over here. Okay. And I'm just gonna unclip one, take my hemostats, and clip these together. Now, while we're sewing this, do you see where my hand is? It's gonna be in here, pushing and helping to pull this towards me and rotate it. So your hand can go in here on this when you're attaching this part. So we're only doing an 1/8. I would put it down to like a 4 or 4.5 because you're attaching. Cool cat hair. Okay, I'm gonna backstitch. That's a pretty good view, huh? Let me know if you need to move. It's pretty nice doing this with the Buttah because it does stick to itself, so I don't need to do this too much. But if you had like a slippery vinyl, this way works well. And if you go off track, just take it out and restart. Like I said, this is just your basting. This is so you don't have to have clips while we're doing our binding. So this does not affect the shape of your bag too much. I mean, obviously you don't want to be like have a big old gap, but we're gonna trim this up, so. Oh, that doesn't sound good. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, just make sure these are all lining up, your edges here, and you can just clip it and hold it. And I'm like rotating and pulling this towards me as we're going around curves, okay? When you have that really sharp curve at the what's going to be our bottom for this bag, that one will have to go only a couple stitches at a time. Okay, coming up on the top here. My machine seems to go through staples, so we're not going to worry about it. I'm pushing, you see my finger here? Hello. You could totally use double-sided tape for sure. I don't know, I mean, I've never done it that way. I've always done it this way. I don't know how strong it would be because you really need to grip it, especially depending on your material. Like glitter vinyl, for sure, it's kind of a little bit of a vinyl gangster, if you will. And it's thicker, so it'll take a little bit more to hold them together. But something softer, like this is a softer vinyl. Yeah, that's fine. Bet you it would work. But it's like, how much tape do you want to use, you know? I use tape a lot, so I get it. Okay. I'm still using my hand on the inside, and I'm pulling towards me so that it's pretty much always flat here. Now, if they can make ergonomic hemostats, wow. The world would be a better place. Alas, they do not. And these will eventually hurt your thumb right here. You will get a callus if you sew enough. But the results speak for themselves. So I'm just pushing with my fingers against this panel right here because it's starting to shift in this back panel. And I don't want that. I want it to try and stay as close to the... Sometimes you can just lift your foot as long as your needle's down and then clip it. Now that you guys are here, I can read your comments better. Oh, there you go. Kayla glues. And I could not imagine, because Kayla is left-handed, to try to use this machine. It doesn't come like in a left-handed orientation. Yeah, that's actually jacked up if you think about it. All right, we're coming down to this tight corner here. just clip and do a couple stitches. Make sure you're, see how I'm pulling this guy? Pull him towards you as you're walking around. You can hand crank this, but also make sure you're tucking this. Pull it away so that you don't get a tuck down here, okay? Not that you would, but just pull it and tuck it. And like I said, see, we only get a couple stitches at a time before I'm making sure that the gusset is pulling out of the way. Oh, see, now you see this guy? He's gonna try to get wild right here. Clip. Actually attach him with your thing, okay? Where's my hole? Where did I attach it? Okay, we're almost there. Okay, boom. You zoom and then you boom. That's done. So, that's nice. And I'm gonna show you the inside. I mean, look at that. Do you see? Look at the bottom. No ripples. It's pretty magic. This has a ripple right here, I think, and that's because it was where I attached it. So, that guy's gonna be a little bit of a bitch, but that's fine. Nobody ever notices but us anyways. Okay. Now, get your, thanks friends. Okay, get your, this is just woven, okay? 1 1/4, 1 1/4 wide. This is my preferred width of binding. Some people cut on the bias, blah, all that stuff. I don't do all that. I don't even pay attention. Honestly, I just need a strip that'll go all the way around. That's 1 1/4 wide, okay? This guy, he fits. How long is this? I could tell you. That would be the prudent thing to do as a teacher. This is 24 inches by 1 1/4, okay? This is what we do. Take it, and if you have like a wrong side, the wrong side will be facing towards you, up. You're just gonna fold a little bit. It's not even a precise measurement. You just need it to fold and you can finger press it. Now we're gonna start our binding. You gotta think, where do I want my binding seam? Okay. Also, I still have staples, so let's take those out. Oh, for Pete's sake, who took it? Okay, right in front of my face. Take out your staples. Otherwise, your staples will be underneath your binding and you could make a hole. Okay? You don't want that. That would make you sad. Although I really question who would even say that. But let's take out the, this is why I don't like to use staples. Right, this step right here. Okay, there you are. I remember being a kid and love playing with staples. We were so amused. I wonder if our children nowadays would be amused by the things we used to do. They're probably like, that is freaking weird. Okay, back to what I was saying. Staples are removed. So wrong side up if you have a wrong side. Fold it over so it's wrong sides together. Just a little bit of a, what is that, about 3/8, half, I don't know. Wherever you want your seam to be on your binding, that's where we're gonna put this part. And I'm gonna put it just down here on the side. Definitely don't start here, okay? These are bad points. Pick a side. And we're just gonna clip this down so it'll be right sides together, your lining to your binding, if you have a right and a wrong side on your binding. And just clip this one in place. We're lining up the edge of our binding. Also, I forgot to mention, trim any little overhangs you have, because if you have sections that are hanging over, it will affect your binding. Your binding will be a little bit like lumpy. Do you see how I have like a little bit right here? I'm gonna trim that off. Because we're gonna fold this stuff over, the binding over it. And if it's not pretty consistent, you can get kind of wonky results. Not really wonky, it's just, it's better to trim. Just trim it, okay? Like right here, see? Trim. Okay. Back to your programming. We're just going to clip this around. Now, this stitch will affect the shape of your bag. I repeat, this stitch will affect the shape of your bag. So if nothing else, this one counts, guys. But this bag is pretty small, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. Okay. Also, I didn't have a perfect match of a pink. A little bit sad about that, but I don't think anybody cares but us. We're coming back around to the start. You can clip this down if you want, where it begins and ends, where it passes over, but you want this tail to go past this, okay? Because this is going to make for the edge to be folded instead of raw. Now we're going to sew at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Do not sew down the end tail, okay? You kind of need this to be able to move in case it shifts, you need a little bit more, who knows, okay? We're not going to sew on that part yet. So start like right here, a little bit past your original fold. Okay? And I'm going to do it at 4 1/2. It's just an attaching. Remember, this is for the shape of your bag. And make sure that binding stays even with the edge there. You can use these again. Okay? We're going to back stitch here. And we're going to do what we just did when we basted it again. We're coming up on the crazy part. It's not even crazy, it's just this dip right here. I'm going to hand crank because I want to make sure that in here my binding doesn't fold as I'm going over this. So once my needle's down, I can like fold this binding up. Okay, kind of fold it back there. There we go. You can really only take a couple stitches at a time on this part, and this affects your bag again, so be careful. Okay, my needle's down, and you can see it's starting to fold right here. I'm just gonna pull it out of the way. It's only bad on this corner where you have to watch. And also, make sure you're pulling your gusset. You don't want to fold in your bottom, okay? It's a lot of moving parts on this point, but it'll be fine. Oh, see, did I go through my... I did. I went through my things. So, my needle's up right now. You see how I went through my... Oh, gosh. Classic. Just pull it out. It's fine. See? That's why you kind of got to pull it out of the way. So, we're going to undo one stitch. It looks like I got it on one stitch. Perfect. So, now we're just going to start back here a little bit further and just back stitch and keep going. And fold that little. This is kind of a hard spot to start, but it is what it is. And you can go back around once we're done with this first pass and just check, make sure your seam is good. See how this is getting a little bit tight right here? How it's lifting right here? That's why we don't attach over here, because we can unclip it if it gets too bad. We shouldn't have to, but just in case. Put your hand in there if you can. Put my needle down and lift up my foot because I'm starting to get a, sorry about that, Kayla. I'm starting to get a ripple. reading any good books right now? Holler at your girl. Especially if they're fantasy romance. My fave. Oh, see, she's being a little. I'd like to request neon clear TPU, please. Thank you. You know what? If I took this thing off, it'd probably be so much better. I should just do that one day. I won't be doing that now. Let me check. Anyone says anything? No? Okay. Now, I'm just going to unclip this last clip here because I did end up needing this to be moved a little bit, just a little zhuzh. So. So make sure this guy right here, he stays folded, okay? When we sew over him. Put your hand under here. Oh, I hope I didn't get my woven. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, we only need to sew a little bit of this tail past, so if you want, you can trim. I would trim because it just makes that seam thicker when you go to top stitch, the more that it has layers, obviously, so you just need them to overlap a little. We're done. This is my favorite part, top stitching the binding. Pull this out. We're just going to double check everything really quick. Okay. Still got that one little ripple from before, so that's annoying, but it's the back, so you can see it's still good. Okay. There's that ripple right there, just that seam, but okay. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to fold over this binding. So go ahead and start over here where your two ends meet, and I just hand fold. There's no, you could like iron this before you fold, before you're even attaching it. I don't. I just kind of guesstimate, see how that edge lines up with the edge of this, and then you can fold it over. But sometimes, you know, your seams aren't perfect, so you got to make it a little bit longer. Who gets this bag? Kayla asks. Like no one yet. I don't know. No clue who wants it. Okay, see, I'm folding this over. Now make sure when you're folding, you want those to be kind of even. That's gonna look real profesh, okay? Just kind of make sure they line up on this other side. You don't want to see the one coming out peeking behind the other one, okay? Okay, oh, that looks nice. how that is? You can, I'm probably going to roll it a little bit more so I can cover up that whole seam. But see, you don't want it to come untucked. It's a fine line. You could glue, you could tape. I never do, I just do this. Works fine. I do take my time on this part because it really can look super nice if you. Okay. Fold it over that guy down there. It's a tight fit. Tuck in any threads you may have. You can go around and like heat singe before you fold this part to get away all the strays. But I can just roll, I just kind of roll it in my fingers as well. And then clip it. If you're having a hard time pulling down this point, just put your hemostats in there. I have this thread here. He's gonna go to take a nap. Tired nap. Oh, that's so nice. I gotta do it this way. I can't do it with it facing me. And there's lots of ways to do binding. So if this way doesn't work for you, just watch another binding tutorial. There's all kinds of ways to do it. That's the way I like. Works for my brain. Looks nice. I'm just occasionally checking to make sure this stays kind of evenish. You just want to make sure it's totally pulled over this edge, okay? Otherwise you're going to have saggy diaper ass binding. Nobody wants that. Leave that to the babies. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, a couple of these besties for good measure. So now you can do your top stitch. And I like to do personally just in between. Okay, you can try and come all the way close here to the edge, but you may not snag it down here. That's why I just kind of do it this halfway through. It's worked so far for me. I've not had any complaints, so. You can back stitch. My hand is still on the inside here pulling as we're winding around. And you can also use your hemostats to make sure, so if your binding is like more slippery, that because this is quilt cotton, it should stay pretty good. As I say that, then it comes out. Cool. The beauty of alive. I'm just pulling this tight right here. It's a little loose. I should have went around and burnt my edges before I folded it over, but oh well, live and learn. This does not affect the shape of your bag, so as long as you're staying on, not going past this seam here, you're fine. You won't get any rippling or anything. Sound good. I wonder what is making that sound though. No clue. we're done. And I'm going to use my lighter to burn these edges. Not perfect, but cute. And now if we turn this out, this is how it'll look. I'm curious how that ripple is going to look. I just push on the binding and I turn it out. This is Decaville Light. It has Decaville Light. It might probably be good even with fusible fleece. Nope, just one little ripple. But it looks pretty dang good besides this. Nice. Alright, now repeat with the other side and then you're done. See? I'm just marking my centers on my front panel. And then, let me zoom you out a little bit. Right sides together. I'm going to attach my center marks. I'm actually going to use my stapler again. So we're going to do the 1/8 inch baste again. We shouldn't get a ripple on this one. It was just from when I basted the gusset sides. That's when it went wonky. Should have slowed down a little. You cut something for me, Kayla? Aww. I have an idea what it is. I love bestie mail. It really does make my whole week. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to unzip this zipper. You can't really too much put your hand in here for all of it, but it makes it easier to scrunch on it. Oops, excuse me. There you go. Okay. So go ahead and get your hemostats. You will need your hemostats a little bit more on this because it's going to want to pull out, especially because your hand can't be there to help. Go back down to your attaching stitch length for construction. Okay, so after this, I'm just going to make a strap real quick. It shouldn't take long at all. I want to try my new scallop tool. For the ends on the strap. Should be super cute. It's already trying to give me drama. There we go. Clip. Make sure you're tucking down here. Tuck your gusset kind of out of the way. My kids are meowing. Cool. I was like, oh my god, what's that sound? Is somebody crying? If they're meowing, the cat must be out. Sounds kids make, man. That's something you're never prepared for. I heard my daughter yesterday, she made like, I thought she was crying, which she's 10, so it's not very common she cries. So I was like, are you okay? I'm like yelling. My husband and I are working out in the kitchen. She's like, oh, I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, cool. At least you're not dying. Sounded like you were crying to me. And on your binding, if you have like little segments that are sticking up, maybe you didn't catch it all the way in your top stitching of it, just glue it. I have one right now and it's kind of annoying me. I got this glue basted, temporary basting glue. It doesn't seem like it's temporary, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna squeeze a little and push down this binding right here. It's just right here where the seam meets. It's kind of bothering me. I'm just gonna clip it down. It's like a quilter glue, I think, but works great. Okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I'm gonna guess I have a couple spots where I didn't get a stitch on the panel. I'll have to check when I'm done. The lining, I didn't trim down the lining that went over when I basted the lining to the exterior, so I'm kind of guessing on that one part. Pull your bag around here a little so you don't get a wrinkle. Oops. I wonder if I broke my needle. Yeah. Actually. Okay. Go ahead and check and make sure you're attached everywhere. See, I'm not attached right here. Temporary basting glue? Yeah, I don't know. Roxanne. Do you see that? Amazon. It says it's water soluble, so don't go swimming and use it, but I'm going to fix right here. Did not catch. From here to here. Where else? Oh, we just had a whole go right here. I figured I didn't catch over here either. It's kind of hard on this second part to attach it because it just pulls a little bit more, you know. You can just go in a little smidge. Oops. Let's see, that should have worked. of the issue was this lining here. Did I get ya? I gotcha. Okay, I'm just trimming where I went over a little here. Okay. Did we attach just right here? Somehow I gravitated back to these and I can't even find my other ones. Where are they? Okay. Let's go ahead and do this part didn't attach right here. Try to stay within your seam allowance so that you don't see these stitches. Okay. Man, I have that Wes Anderson song that people do the reels with stuck in my head. What do they call it? I forget the name. I have it in my... I want to make a reel like that, a Wes Anderson sewing reel. I'm going to. With my Tuesday tote. Okay. Alright, now we're going to remove our staples. And then we will attach on the binding. Make sure you trim off all your overhangs if you have any. I think I'm pretty good right here. And I am gonna singe my edges really quick. How it's all furry and stuff. Just gets all the threads. You don't have threads popping out. Drives me nuts. Can't be good to breathe in, but alrighty. Get your binding again, wrong side up, fold over the edge, wrong sides together. Okay. Pick where you want your seam to be. Pull this away from me. Two more times around and we're done. It'd be cool if we could have glittery fabric, glitter binding. Where does it end? It doesn't. It doesn't end. We like all the things glitter. I'm even gonna paint a wall in my house glittery. My husband doesn't know yet, but we are. Probably my bedroom. Alright, fold this guy out of the way and start down here again. Remember, this stitch affects the shape of your back, so be real diligent. 1/4 inch seam allowance. Still on your attached stitch length. Now feel for ripples as you're going around. You can literally push down here, okay? And you're gonna have to pull, let me see, pull this like this as you're going. That'll prevent you from getting a ripple down here on this point, because this point is your easiest spot to get a ripple, honestly. Rotate this guy back a little. You can pull on him, he's okay. He's tough, don't worry. You can stick your hand in here, pull it out, push it down. Anyone watch any good shows lately? I know Kayla was watching a show last night called... What is it called? It's something off of the Bridgerton series, I think. Okay. My binding is trying to go real crazy right now. I can go off a little bit, sir, but not that much. Okay. Make sure you don't have a ripple down here. Pull that guy out. No ripples. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Why didn't you tell me? Okay. You know what movie I'm surprised I haven't redone yet? The Mask. Do you remember that movie, The Mask with Jim Carrey? Or one of the Mummy movies. I guess they did do those recently. Brendan Fraser. Can I have some more Brendan Fraser, please? Just feeling ripples. Move this guy around. We're in the home stretch. Besides the strap, but the strap is just seatbelt webbing, so a little too, couple minutes. Okay, I'm gonna trim these extra threads here because, whoa. There we go. And I will say the smaller the gusset, the more challenging it can be to do binding, but I really feel like if you've done it once and you just take your time, it's a process because it's 3 times around this way, but it works pretty dang good. I don't know, is Tammy still on here? Hey, Julie.
Tammy sent me some stuff to test, but I don't know if I can talk about it yet. I haven't tested it, but it's gonna be good. I already know. I don't think Tammy's ever made anything bad. I shouldn't even say bad. I should say stuff where you're like, nah, I can live without it. There we go. She's always makes stuff that I cannot live without. It's got my finger there. Trying to bite me. I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram. I think a good chunk of you do. But these bags, they take quite a bit of time, especially applique. And so if you make to sell as like your main income, I could see that these probably kind of bags, you may have a couple, but you might skip on them. But I am here to tell you my trial this week at court. This guy, this expert, quote unquote, was paid $30,000 in this case to give an opinion about how wide the lanes were. Like, he just measured it and he got paid $30,000. So when you think you're too expensive, trust me, honey, you are not. Okay, you're not $30,000 lane width expensive. You're good. Because what we're doing actually requires skill. Okay. Now we're gonna fold it over. Am I on here? Yes, I am. Let's make sure it's lining up on the other side. Okay, it's not. Now, another thing I have that actually fits inside this bag, it's a good tool. I just started keeping it like right here by my sewing station for when I do the final turnout on bags, and it fits so perfect inside of a bag. It's the Cricut, what's this little doodaddy called? This thing? It's perfect to put in bags and press. I'm so glad I put that out there, because I actually turned out my egg bag. I have it recorded. It was like a time lapse of turning out the bag, you know, but it's interesting. It's great. Okay. And we're going to top stitch this and turn it out. But this was the process I took when I made the last strawberry bag. It was just the heartbreaker, so different shape, a little bit bigger. It was definitely fun. I love me a good foodie bag. I'm obsessed with cream and pink. So good. Got this idea from Lauren's Rose vinyl. That's like cream and pink. Oh. Well, there's a gal who can pick some dang colors, huh? She's just gifted at it. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now let's do our top stitch. And we are done with that bag. Now I am going to actually use my hemostats and just kind of hold that binding so it doesn't start, because sometimes it'll start to like migrate out underneath and it's not tight around the edge, and I like it tight like a tiger. Gold member reference. I like gold. I'm actually taking my hemostats and like pushing down when I'm clipping. Well, I'm not clipping, I'm grabbing. Make sure, fold it over well. This doesn't affect your shape, so you don't have to be too crazy. Okay, this one needs to come down a little lower. It's a little too high on the fold. You know what, next time I try this, I'm going to do the glue method like Kayla does. It'll take a little bit longer, but I wouldn't have to be so crazy about this part. Normally I can zip down them pretty quick though. Yay, we're done. Unless you want to stick around for the strap, let's do it. Let's turn it out. Thank you for coming on this adventure with me. And Kim will have an applique with the, it'll be a reverse applique. So you'll just have the seeds will be the background color from the, okay, let's turn it out. Oops, tight fit. So to turn out, I just push my thumbs on the binding and push out the top first. Now would be the time if you wanted to roll your bag, if you get some little critter fur. Okay. Okay. Just push. We're gonna iron it anyways. Actually, I should turn on this guy. Yay! Kayla's giving us tips. Tips of the tricks of the trade. Alright, I like to roll these. Okay, it's a little wrinkly. That's okay. It always is. That's what that little iron is good for. Any iron will work though. You don't need, well, this is pretty tiny. But if you put a pressing cloth on low, you could put a regular iron, okay? Cute. Okay. She cute. I'm gonna get the iron on it. Let me grab it. See this little thing? Just the right size. It comes right in here. Boop. And it's, I just kind of go like this. Okay. Oh, just watch out for your trim on your slip pocket if you did one. I'm just pushing, get all these little wrinkles out on the gusset. All right, let's flip it over to the back. Just watch our trim. I'm gonna see if my something will fit. It's something we all have. Maybe a pair of scissors. Sorry, didn't mean to hit on that guy. Come on the top here. Okay. The good thing about this is it's like constantly getting hot. So I have like a rechargeable one. So this is nice. Try and go back in. Okay. That'll be good for now. I'll probably press it more later when you guys aren't here. Look at that. Needs a little bit more pressing. You ready? Let us put on our... Okay. Let's put on our... So imagine this is edge painted, okay? But she just snaps right in place. Oh, yes. Say less. And once this is edge painted, but it's pretty stable. It's pretty sturdy. Just a little funsies. Okay, imagine we have a strap here. Cute. I'm actually going to make the strap if you want to stay on, but I understand if you're going to go because you've already been here with me a real long time. So, there you go. She still needs to be ironed a little bit. Okay. Really nice. Let me zoom in. Let's see where that ripple was in our gusset right there. Not too bad, really. You can't really notice it. I'd still sell it. It's nice and firm. I wonder what it'd be like with foam. Or not foam, fusible fleece. Feels good. Wait, let's look on the inside. Let's see. But that's why I like this part to be removable, because then I can just like store it inside the bag, you know, and then you don't have to worry about it getting warped or anything. Like when I shipped it to Rochelle, I just like wrapped this in plastic and then just put it in the bag, you know, on the bottom so it didn't get messed up. I don't know what we could realistically put in this slip pocket. It's kind of tiny. Well, it fits about from here to my fingers, and I have long fingers. I'm trying to think. How about a pair of shears? Oh, well, there you go. Pretty much almost. A pack of mints would fit. Yes. Scissors almost fit, and these are the bigger ones from Kai. Let's see what else I have. Ooh, a spool of thread. Let's see. A whole spool of thread fits nicely in this bag. I think I'm copying Rochelle. Did you do this, Rochelle? I think you did. Did you load up your bag with stuff? I think somebody did that. That was cute. So that's why I like this way. But could you imagine you could have whole panels you could change out with different fancy appliques, almost like a canvas, right? But there's tons of cool options coming, but this one's free on the site, my website, craftyreporter.com. You can get the PDF SVGs for, it was you, Rochelle, right? I thought it was. You can get the, I thought that was genius because that's something we all have, all those things, you know. I think a stapler. Stapler's gone. She's just out of here. Not quite. These are pretty big though. anyways. Let's see if I can show you the inside. She looks pretty dang cute. I think I did this before and it worked well. Here. See? That's nice. I gotta still iron all this, but this will all iron out. Little strawberry. Well, thanks for sewing with me. It's always a blast, it really is. And I made the zipper opposite, like normally we would have it closed this way, but I figured because it'll be on your body. I'm right-handed. Easy. And then your pull isn't at the outside by people, unless you, I guess if you're a left hipper, it would be. I'm not, I'm a right hipper. You know. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Oh. Strawberry season. But look how nice the curves are. Oh, they're good. And you'll get better the more you practice. Now, this is a bonus. I'm going to do this scalloped edge. Oh, look, people are buying the little, well, you're not buying it. They're downloading. Sorry, my Shopify app is telling me people are downloading my file. There's 2 on there. Grab the one for the Heartbreaker, too. If you liked that look. I'm gonna, try and see if I can. Cute. I'm just gonna do one side, I think. Can I do one side? Yes, I can. I'm gonna make the strap now. And I'm gonna put a fun little woven label. I like to put the woven labels like a little peekaboo bestie. Okay. Oh, that's cute. You can't tell me that isn't. Even if it's not your style, you know it's cute. Okay. I grabbed 2 sets of swivel hooks. Girl, what are you doing? Sometimes I swear when I make my boxes for bags, I'm like, why did I do that? I don't know. Okay. So this strap is about, it was really in my scrap bin. Let's see. It's probably about 46. Yay, Kayla's gonna get them. Yes, Kayla. I love the strawberry ones. They're so good. Okay, first we're gonna take our, we all need labels. We all collect them. Okay. With the bent edges at the bar facing down, take your strap and you're gonna go up and over that lump. So many labels are coming. You do have a lot of labels coming. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so that's how it should be now. This webbing is not one-sided, so we're gonna have to fold this over and stitch it down. But what I'm gonna do is put this, oh, first of all, I totally cut this the wrong way. I knew I was gonna mess that up. That's why I cut 3 of them. Let's see here. All right. So I got that cute little edge. I'm gonna just singe the edges because it's a little fluffy and I just don't like the fluffy. And I'm gonna get my double stick tape. I'm showing this because somebody had asked me how I put the labels on my straps. So I'm just gonna go over it real quick. And I actually really love putting my labels on my straps. It's like a cute little hidden secret we know about. Not everyone can see. Okay, so I'm just put double stick tape on both of these short ends. And I'm going to, we want the scalloped edge on top. Okay, like that. And you're just gonna fold it over. Oop. First of all, let's get it even here, girlfriend. That looks pretty dang good to me. Okay, you see that? Now we're gonna fold this down and sew it, okay, to attach it around here. So kind of pull it as close as you can get to your hardware where you can still sew. I'm not going to attach my woven label on this part because you're not going to see it. It's going to be hidden in the strap. So pulling this aside, and I'm going to do 2 rows of stitching. I'm going to do one kind of close to the scalloped edge and then one along this edge. Okay? And I am going to back stitch. You can also add a piece of double stick tape if you need to make sure that this holds in place. Okay. One row is done. And I'll singe these little thread ends in a minute. One more row of stitching right at this edge here. Okay, perfect. Now with the edge facing down on your table, pull your strap straight, get your swivel clasp, should you need it. Well, you're going to need it if you're making a strap, not should you. You need it, okay? And we're going to thread this with it towards the outside, okay? The hardware's on the outside. And then come back in. So up and down again. These are really made to be for wider mouth, like thicker straps, but it's fine. Okay, so now we should have this. Okay, this is on the outside. Our strap with the cutie little thing right here. Okay, now we're going to work on this end right here. Now for this end, you again are only going to have one piece showing, or one side of the short edges showing. And this is a 1-inch strap, so I made this 1 by 1 1/4. I wanted to give a little bit extra for the scallop trim. So you only need to do the scallop on one side. Try to do it straight. I think that was a good one. I'm going to singe this on the whole entire back because this one will show more. Okay, just kind of melts that all down. Put your double stick tape along the shorter edges. Make sure you don't go over your scallop. You don't want to see it through the scallop. Okay, peel off that tape backing. Now, fold this over evenly. Let me see if I can do it this way. See how I'm kind of lining them up? Sorry, it's my little iron guy. And then I'm pushing them down, okay? And you can see this part will be sewn down like this, so we won't even see it. Okay? We're going to put a woven label down here. Not up here, but down here, okay? So before you put that down, let's put a little piece of tape on the back of this to hold it down. Put it kind of in the middle so you don't stitch over it if your machine doesn't like that. Mine doesn't care, but yours might. Okay. Get your second. Oh look, anybody want a seed? Where did you come from? All the seeds are accounted for in the bag. It was an extra, I don't know. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Okay. Go ahead and put this through. And we're gonna fold this over like this, okay? Your woven label is gonna come from here, from the folded edge, not up here. I mean, you can do what you want, but we're not doing that on this bag. Okay, I just removed the backing, so I'm gonna try to get this kind of tight. You can add a rivet too if that's your jam. You just kind of want this in there a little bit, okay? So that's how it'll look. Now let's add the little strawberry though. So you can just pull this up and try to center it. And then you'll push this down. Take your time so it's not weird looking. Okay, that's good. See? Just like a little peekaboo. And then we're gonna stitch it down. I'm still on my top stitch, and I'm gonna back stitch as well. I'm gonna do it right along this outer edge first for this tag, so I don't have to worry about it moving. I have to find my snips from Tammy. Where the frick did I put them? Did anybody see? Must be on my cart. All right, now let's go ahead and do another right along there. I mean, you don't have to. I guess you could just do one if you wanted. I always like to do two. Sometimes if it's a heavy bag, I'll do a rivet as well. But this guy's, he's just a little quick grab and go to the gas station kind of guy. Well, maybe not this one. You could take him to lunch for sure. Okay, there we go. Now we can heat seal those threads. My tag got a little crooked. You can kind of see the backing. That's okay. Just burning these edges here. Okay, so how cute is that, right? And that little scallop just adds such a little cute, like, whimsy. I mean, if you're making a strawberry bag, don't skimp on it, right? All right, I'm going to show you this bag on me. I am 5'8", 180 pounds. 5'8", 5'9", who really knows these days? But I'm going to show you how it looks on me. Cute. Let me pull you. Let me get my chair out of the way first of all. My craft room's a mess, so we're not gonna judge, okay? Scallop detailing is nice, huh? Oh yeah. Let's see. Can you see me? You can't really see my face, but that's it. Okay. So here she is. Here they are. I don't know, whatever gender they want to be. Okay. That's nice. And you see a little peekaboo of your scallop. What? How about this one? Oh, hey, girl. That's cute. All right. Oh, my hip's going out. Okay. So again, I'm 180, 5'8", 5'9". On a good day, I guess. Put me in heels, I'm probably over 6 feet. This strap was 46, so it works. She cute. Take you down just a smidge. My strap could probably be a little bit longer, honestly. Not much though. I'm a right hipper, so that's why. Okay. Boop. So all I'll need to do is edge paint this guy. But it is nice to be able to store it away. But look how easy it goes on. Okay. It really is the perfect width too. It's not too fat, you know. This is good. I wish I had a phone to show you. I don't have an extra phone right now though. I can show you a pocket pal though. I have a bacon one. She won't match at all, but pocket pal fits perfect in here. Honestly, with room to spare. And I'm thinking, let's see, pocket pal down in there. Sorry, I'm going to cover you up. I'm just measuring you. Okay, so a pocket pal is almost as big as an iPhone. Your phone will fit, for sure. If you do iPhone. I can't help you with the droids. I'm sorry, I don't know. But, spool thread. For shizzle. And these are pretty thick, you know. A spool of thread and a pocket pal. That means you might be able to put a bottle of water. Maybe not quite. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna try a bottle of water. It has no lid, so now we're living in the danger zone. Dude, you can totally zip up a bottle of water. Yes, you could. One bottle of water could fit. Yep. Yep. A whole bottle of water. That's how big. Bottle of water big. Anything else? Questions? You want to see my TPU? It's out of control. Okay, it's an issue. What? These are all filled. TPUs. Yeah. Yeah, Julie, go back and watch the top piece. Give me a minute. I'm going to take pictures of the bag and to make a cute cover photo, and then I'll publish it. And she's so cute, especially when she's painted. I'm loving pastel. It's the year of pastel. Yeah, the egg one is cute, huh? Egg one's really cute. It's a fight between my sister and my hair expert designer, my hair designer, over this bag. I think they both wanted it. And it has a bacons. Yeah, the Buttah is so easy to use. I've never made one thing where I was like, ooh, maybe I won't try that again. Never. Never. And here's a corky one. This was my first one. And this is cork. Worked great. Love these too. Love those. Those are from Fabric Therapy. This is from Soulful Therapy. This one's really nice too. This one I used the Luxe binding. Buttah is so easy to sew with, Kayla says. I agree. I've never had issues, ever. It edge paints well. So, side hang, back hang, crossbody hang. Yeah. This is such a versatile shape. And once you see all the options Kim's going to be releasing soon for the appliques, whoa. There is one. I have to make it. I don't know how to pronounce this name, so don't make fun of me because I'm kind of new to Studio Ghibli, but Totoro? Is that right? Is that who it is? I think so. A little Totoro this way? With his little tummy? Yeah. Totoro. See, I did it good. I'm getting there. I'm new to Studio Ghibli and I love it. Even my kids love it. Not surprised there, but. So I'm going to be sewing up my... I'm just going to give you a sneak peek since you're still here. 27 of you. That's really amazing. So the Beachcomber pouch this Friday, I'm going to be... Here, come sit on the ground with me because I'm tired of sitting in a chair. I've got big legs, you know. Ugh. This Friday I'm going to be the 9 a.m. slot. I don't know what time zone that is. I'm pretty sure it's 9. I'll let you know. I'll let you know, don't worry. So I had an idea for the Beachcomber. It's a really cool pouch too. I'm going to do this. This is fair cloth, okay? It's like a picnic table cover, okay? And this is her new pastel signature stripes. I'm going to put clear over it, and this is going to be my exterior panel. And I got faux sprinkles, and they're hearts, and they glow in the dark. They do. I checked. They glow in the dark. And I'm going to put these in between the Thayer cloth, and this is just clear TPU, okay? And the Thayer cloth is slippery enough, it'll shake around really well. But these little sprinkles, they're faux sprinkles. It's a whole thing. Be careful. I've had a couple of sew besties that have gone down the rabbit hole with me and ordered 5 bajillion sprinkles, which really, I think I got this sprinkle idea from Kayla. So we're gonna do sprinkles in between, and that'll be glow in the dark sprinkles. This is from Mojo Sews. It's glow in the dark. Yeah, you are guilty. 90% of the things I buy is because of Kayla. Here's my lining. You have to... Oh, I need to get character ones. I just got like hearts, regular like sprinkles. Shaker bags, yeah. I'm gonna do that for my bag for needle and anchor for this Friday for the sew along. There's my lining. It's a whole pastel vibe. Look at that. You can't tell me that's not cute. And then look. A lavender zipper. All the colors I love. Okay. Tamagotchi Dewdrop with a shaker. There you go. Do it. Do it. They don't take long. If you weren't trying to talk to the camera and stuff too, it'd be great. It wouldn't take you too long. It's pretty dirty down here. On the thread. Okay. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to sew these up real quick and record my video while my hair's done. And now that I got my computer fixed all by myself, well, I say all by myself. It's really YouTube. Stitch and Designs made a Tamagotchi embroidery design for the Dewdrop. Yes. Yeah. Those colors are so great. Thanks. I love a pastel rainbow. As you can tell from the strawberry, she's kind of pastel. Turned out really nice. Well, tag me if you end up making one of these. I'd love to see it. I love anything strawberry, as you can tell on my dress. I even have a strawberry dress. I wear this to court. It's true. Even with this necklace. Yep. I appreciate you guys being here for 196 minutes. Edited videos are better. I know, they're faster. Mo, you are so super talented. Well, thank you. Julie says that's how I did the sweetheart heartbreaker like that, but embroidered the sprinkles. Oh, good idea, Julie. Yeah, I remember that one. Get that watch time. Yes, I'm trying to. You guys, I'm almost at, I'm a couple hundred away from 1,000 subscribers. I don't remember, what is it that you get to do once it's at 1,000? You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a year. So we're like at 750 or something around there. We're almost 2,000 for watch hours, but I don't remember why we needed this. It's just like a goal now. I'm just trying to get that goal, but I'm probably going to be going live and sewing with Leslie at Jolie Creations soon. I still want to sew that, is it Ida bag? The one where you can put your pins in it. I want to do that one with Gina over at Thunderbird Handcrafted. I just kind of got, I've been in a trial. I was in one trial for 6 weeks, and now we're in this trial. It's supposed to be 2 weeks, but they're going pretty slow, so it might be even longer. But justice never stops. Okay. Yeah, sprinkles. Sprinkles are great. I can't remember where I got my sprinkles from. I can link it later. I'll link it below where I got my sprinkles if that's something you're interested in. But I thought shaker bags, fun. Why not? And it's gonna glow, which I'm a glow ho. Bow show. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you, Julie. You look fabulous. Thanks to all my friends for watching. Hopefully I didn't miss you. If I did, you can blame YouTube. They need to come up with speech to text. I mean text to speech. Bye. I'll publish this in a minute, okay? Bye.